Not even a song, it's just whatever I want to bloody think of. Adjustments. Haven't streamed in like almost a week. Essentially, I should have taken a week off, but then I'm like, no, I need to continue playing Trials of Mana. Trials of Mana has to continue so I can beat it before the end of the month. So then I can play some Phantasy Star Online too. Oh boy. This is a bad introduction. I don't know how to start streams. Because it's like, hello everybody, but like nobody's here at the beginning of the stream. I start. When these things happen. We just gotta wait for loads. Times. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back for 2 days. Man. Only 2 streams this week. I'm getting lazy. Procrastinating a lot. Procrastination. Ew. It's a lot. Anyways, hey, we'll talk about that shit later. I just want to get into the game and kind of remember what I'm doing in that game. Wait, I can press the X button now. Should be doing that.
Trials of Mana.
Yay. Trials of Mana. Anyways. Okay, I guess I gotta fucking deal with load times. So yeah. I haven't said anything since Thursday, in which I did that entire Bloodstained Zangats run. In which I then stayed up the rest of that night watching somebody else do the Zangats run. That was fun watching them like doing, because it was just kind of like what happened for me, where everything's easy up until that certain point where you get to the last 2 bosses and it's like, oh, I actually need to think about this for a second. Oh no. Hey. Oh, no charge. Oh. I don't think I need anything else from this point. I'm fine on items and weapons and shit. I hope, I assume, I pray. Oh, man, look at those assets stream in. I guess, well, oh, are they gonna talk? No. Okay, we can talk, because I guess today was that, well, no, should I start with today or should I start with yesterday? Or should I start with the day before and just talk about everything through the weekend? Let's see. I was watching somebody play Zangats. And then going to sleep. Waking up. And then really Friday and Saturday were nothing. I don't remember anything on Friday and Saturday outside of watching streams. And that's about it. Sunday was just like, oh yeah, I need to prepare. I need to prepare for let me move this back to closer. It was like mostly like, I need to prepare for a trip Monday. Because on Monday I went out of town, which is one of the reasons why Sunday night I was like, I'm not gonna stream, because it'll be streaming Sunday and then no stream until tonight. And then like last night I was thinking about streaming, but then I was like, nope, something comes out and I don't want to start streaming that because I want to play it by myself. Huh?
Huh? Still at sea? Oh.
sick.
Oh no, I think this is spooky ghost moment.
What?
Heartbeat. Search the ship.
Don't like this.
Well, yeah. So yeah, like Monday I went out, and well Sunday I decided, okay, I'm going to replay Halo Reach, because I didn't feel like replaying Halo 1. I'm like, okay, I'll replay. Oh wait, no, back up a bit. I started playing Destiny 2. And to start playing Destiny 2, the first thing I did was download Destiny 1. Because I was going to do that. And I was like, wait a second, Destiny 2's there. And I was also like, oh no, cutscene. Gotta stop the story for the story of the game.
No, I can't handle ghosts.
Wait!
We...
I do feel the presence of spirits nearby. But it's faint.
There might be an elemental here?
I can't be certain, but stay on the lookout. Something's coming. Oh, be careful.
Okay. Oh, Zombembos. Okay, now I just gotta remember how to play the video game. Oh no. Anyways,
May I be healed?
so the fun part was, yeah, remember where's gonna let cat out first before I continue. Fuck. Oh no. Back. So then I'm like, oh my, okay, so I was trying to play that shit, the Destinies, and like, I don't know what to do in this one. I never played the Iron King, whatever. But then it's like, wait a second, there's also Halo 2. Let's just do Halo 2.
Take down the enemy.
Oh no! But then it's like, well, I want to play on a PC. Because I can play with an SSD, and that might help with certain things. Wait.
Here.
I can play with an SSD, and then be faster.
Of course we want.
But then I'm also like, wait a second. Can I import my character from my Destiny 1? I mean, I know I wouldn't be able to import Destiny 1 to Destiny... on the... Destiny 1 on the PS4 to Destiny 2 on the PC. But maybe there was a certain way. I'm like...
May I be healed?
Yeah, let's get a lot more of these herbs. Oh, Jesus Christ. More candies. That should be fine.
Here. Should work.
So I'm like, okay, fine. How do I do this? It's like, okay. Any character made before 2017 has been ported to Halo 2 on that console. I'm like, okay. First, I need to download all of Halo 2. Oh, sorry, not Halo 2. Fuck. All of Destiny 2. onto the PS 4. So I did that. Took a while. Got the character imported.
Dangerous to forge ahead.
And then it turns out they just added cross saves. Which is nice. So I could take my PS4 character that I just imported and then use them to play on the PC. So I'm like, oh, cool. So that was basically me starting my Destiny 2 thing where I basically don't know what I'm doing. I noticed that they don't have any... I noticed that they don't have any, what is it? Levels anymore? Because I know that was a big thing in Destiny 1 was, hey, you have levels and then you also have item levels. And I thought that was the same thing for Destiny 2, but I guess they removed that with the free-to-play stuff. Yes, equip. And then equip this. Okay, cool. Wait. I already have Partisan, I just don't have it equipped. A way of being geared stats. Yeah. Okay. So I'm like, okay, fine. I played a little bit of Destiny 2. It's fine. I didn't play a lot. That's kind of the problem. Because I had a plan of doing it, but like the hotel room that was at, their Wi-Fi was terrible. So what is this? And here's what I mean by it. By their Wi-Fi was terrible. So they had free Wi-Fi. Well, sorry, they had a tiered Wi-Fi thing where there's free, okay? There was the free one, and the free one, the free one was 1 megabit.
We have earned a rest.
1. That, let me be honest, none of the fucking internet there would be actually qualified as broadband. Because, like, the highest tier was $3 a day. So I just went ahead and paid it $3. Because, fuck it, it's $3. I'm only staying there 1 day. Just that night. And fastest goes 10. It's like, it's 10 times the speed. And you can actually watch a video. But, like... God, that was thing. So my idea of I'm going to play the online game did not pan out. That was not going to pan out. Oh no, 666 Luke. Because I decided to install Destiny 2 on my laptop as well. But I ignored that and I decided to do one other thing. I decided to play one another game, which was oh god, I cannot talk and do this. I'm very bad at streaming. It's been days. Which was just replaying Halo Reach. I mostly sat there at a hotel room and played Halo Reach. Which, once again, Halo Reach is still good. I don't, like, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm thinking that it might not be the best one. Because, like, it feels more like, Halo 3 is the best, probably. But that's also because I have a much more vivid memory of Halo 3 than I do of, of than Reach, because like when I got into the series, I started with 2, of course, and I went back to 1, and then I played 3. And I spent most of my time on 3. And then by the time ODST came out, I was like, was kind of my thought. I assumed that if I put all the books back, that door opened. Did I put all the books back? Nope, there's still this one. These 2. No. Come on.
Dangerous.
You cannot escape. I spent that day replaying it. I mean, it's still good. The ending of that game is still probably the the best. Like it's really, really good. Oh no. Okay, we'll allow this cutscene to play out.
Ship's log. Ah! Oh, scary.
Hello there. It's me, Matelo, the supernatural enthusiast. I have fulfilled a dream of mine. I'm a ghost. But now that I've tried it out, I think I'll go home.
What?
Now it's your turn to try. Farewell.
Everything about this scene is stupid. And then John was the demons. Kevin was the ghost.
Ah! Not a ghost. No. Too young.
Looks like whatever curse that man has passed to you. Once you're cursed, you can't get off the ship until you give it to someone else.
Give it to someone else.
Why did they think that this filter was...
They ran. How mean.
Yeah, me. I can't do that with my voice. I have to get a filter.
You were considering switching places with one of your friends. Don't deny it.
Caught me.
Got me.
Whoever or whatever made this curse is on this ship. The rest of the group should look for it.
Good luck. If you want my place, I can search instead. Let me know.
Jojo plays the other 2.
Stay on this ship with only the 2 of us? I don't like ghosts. But we can't leave our friend back there. Come
We
on.
can't record multiple lines of saying that person, whoever it could be.
Fine then. Here I go. Don't move.
Oh wait, this isn't what I wanted.
Well done. Holy ball! Elementals! Be gone!
Why is there's a squeak with that?
Allow me.
You know what? Fuck it. We'll just use her anyways. I was originally playing as her with the other ship.
You have to get off
Anyways,
the ship.
played a lot more. Yeah, I played Reach a bunch and finished it again. And I was like, yeah, that's still a good game. I still don't like that the game doesn't have the BR, the battle rifle. It has that DMR, and I don't like the DMR as much. But it's still a fun game. And it's still a game that had brute weapons in it, which I think the brute weapons are probably the better weapons within like within the Halo stuff. Like, ah, shit. Do I have any moves? Okay, I don't have any moves. Okay, good. I got a lot of health. Yeah, Halo was played a lot. And then came Tuesday, which was yesterday. And that's where the fun part began, where I spend most of the day in a car. Mainly because, like, the hospital that my dad went to go get his biopsy done at, basically has a policy now of, if you're not, like, a patient, you cannot enter. So, like, I couldn't be there to tell them, like, hey, by the way, this is what's been taken. Or how much. Even though he has this stuff, because I forgot to write stuff down. Like an idiot.
Let us work together to defeat the enemy.
Oh no. So I spend most of my time in a fucking car listening to podcasts and kind of halfway watching the Jeff Keighley thing, which is, I guess, the big thing. Where yesterday was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. It doesn't have remasters, it's just 1 and 2, right? A thing that I totally need to pre-order because, okay, that shit looks good. And I'm saying this, I know everybody knows what the last two games were like, but there's nothing about this one so far, gameplay-wise, what we've seen. Which, of course, we did see gameplay, which is a good thing. There's nothing about the gameplay-wise, released the Lost Sword Catastrophe Revert, that looks terrible, or bad, or anything, you know, like that. Like, okay. So, like, Vicarious Visions is doing this. They're the ones who did the Crash Bandicoot ports. And I know the moment I sit back and say that, and we're talking about a game that relies upon physics, that inevitably something specific will come up. More specifically, like, oh, Vicarious Visions should be trusted with physics-based games. They messed up the physics with Crash 1. Like, I haven't seen that take yet, but there's this part of my brain that goes, somebody has that take. Somebody has it. I know they have it. And on one hand, it's like, you know what? It's true. They did, like, they did sit back and, like, change the physics in Crash 1, but most of that was because they used the fixes from Crash 2. Which, you know...
Do you think we will see ghosts in this dreary place?
The physics from Crash 1 were changed to match alongside Crash 2 for that game, and it's more because, like, Crash 2 and 3 have more similar physics than Crash 1 does. Oh, we can rest here. Oh no, Zumbambo.
Hostile entities, be careful!
And they do. And it's more of a thing of because they made the physics engine, you know, it makes sense to make sure that all of them were like that, so. But that's it, like, the Vicarious Visions, like, remake looks so far tremendously better than that Robo Mobile game.
May I be healed? Use this! Here!
Because, holy fuck. The Robo Mobile game. Yeah, we're not gonna do that again because that's probably just another fucking set of, bullshit. Is it boss time? It looks like it's boss time.
Welcome to my ship of wandering souls.
You better let my friend go. Lift your curse. Immediately.
Can't say the name. Has to be one line, one take.
One way. Defeat me.
Wait a minute. How are we supposed to fight with just the two of us? Unfortunately, I believe we are out of options.
It's fine. You were doing fine. Oh no, he just TP'd. Oh no. Whoop. No, I want this. I'm gonna double slap his butthole. And then use the other one. Oh no. Oh god. Phase transitions. Intermissions. Oh. Hold on, wait. No. I should have some heat. MP? MP? MP. Oh yeah, Fairy's Walnut. That's what it was. I'll give her some oh, I didn't want you. I didn't want myself. But yeah, that Tony Hawk game looks like it's more in line with everything else. Like an actual real Tony Hawk game instead of the Robo Mobo shit. And you can tell instantly by just looking at it and noticing that, how was I going to say this? What? Nope. This way. Couple wishes.
I will never give up.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine. Like, okay. If you never played the Tony Hawk Pro Skater HD thing, the biggest thing about that game is that, number one, well, there's two big things that allows you to kind of tell that it's not going to be, this is not going to be a terrible version. Part one is part one of that is the fact that, shit. is that you don't move super slow. You seem to move as fast as the previous games, because that was the big thing from the first, that fucking HD collection, was like you move so goddamn slow, and it was never like, it never looked good. But these just, okay, that just builds up that kind of shit. You know what? But I can do this. Oh, it's fine. Who cares? I'm dead. I'm done. And the other thing is, when you grind. Hold on, cat.
You have released my wandering soul.
Oh, it is the elemental.
To lend you my power and free your cursed compatriots.
Obtain the power from darkness elemental Shade Man. Is he 28 hit? We don't know.
Oh, back. Thanks.
The leader rejoins the party. Dark bullshit.
Shade, if you're here, does that mean the Darkstone is on the ship?
Unfortunately, the Darkstone has been lost. In fact, it may no longer even be in this realm at all.
I don't get it.
When the world faced devastation from a war, the likes of which had not been seen since the rise of the Benevodons, the ever-increasing darkness clouding the world activated the power of the Darkstone.
But then what happened to the Benevodon of Darkness?
It is as you assume. Humankind tried to harness the energy of the Mana Stones to bring about peace in the world.
I will continue talking after this cutscene.
They
Because, holy, I want to listen to the world and lore.
energy. Dark forces took advantage of this, and soon the world spiraled into an all-out war.
Didn't the Priest of Light mention something about that too?
The seal on the Darkstone was broken, and the creatures of darkness, including the Benevodon, brought the world to the brink of destruction. Since then, the Darkstone disappeared, lost to those of this realm. Bereft of my home, I was forced to wander the seas in this ghost ship for many long years.
Huh. Do you know what happened to the Benevolent of Darkness? How did the world avoid utter destruction?
I do not know. The Benevodon, along with the creatures of darkness,
They just went away.
disappeared without warning.
We don't know where.
It has been many, many years since then. The world recovered, but alas, the Benevodon is not gone for good. I believe the monster may have once again returned to the Darkstone. It may even have been sent back from the darkness. I feel its shadow in this realm.
Maybe that's why you became a weird ghost creature monster.
Even though humans have no way to deplete mana power on their own, the reason it's become so scarce might have something to do with the Darkstone?
So, why?
Oh no, the ship is breaking apart.
Souls dispersed,
Without the Lich King, the Scourge will destroy all of Azeroth. There must always be a helmsman of the Dutchman. Wait. Yeah. Autosave.
Huh?
We're washed up on the beach somewhere.
Wait. Where?
Oh no, tropical island.
Buka Island? Volcano looks ready to explode. We gotta get out of here. Somehow.
Maybe it's the fire elemental, dude. Buka. Oh, look at them. Those look so stupid. Look at those. Fetish artists are making a lot of art of those things. At least I'm assuming. Anyways, yeah. One of the problems of that HD collection is for Tony Hawk. That's where I was. Damn it. I gotta do a thought, but no, I can't do, it's a kappa.
What a large creature. I wonder if it was a type of monster.
Regardless, we must find a way off this island quickly.
Okay, yeah. So it's like when you grind rails, there's a weird slam down magnetism to it that just looks awful and feels awful. So just looking at like gameplay footage, because they put out a lot of gameplay footage, a good amount where you can just kind of look at it and go, that looks like how a Tony Hawk game should play. It's probably how a Tony Hawk game should play. So yeah, I'm kind of happy that we're basically getting that. I'm going to enjoy playing that in a few months, because like as much as I like Thug Pro, I need something more than just do big combo. Like I like sitting back and collecting skate. I like sitting back and giving challenges of get 1 million combo, do this skate line. All those things. Hold on, cat. Like,
What a joke.
I really need a kitty door. Yeah, I really need a kitty door so I can keep this closed and the cats can just go in and out on their own. But yeah, like I need structure. I need like, I want to collect skate. I want to collect combo. I want to do this skate line, you know, do this skate line that you can totally do. That stuff. Thug Pro doesn't have that, and it's kind of, it doesn't suck because that I just get less enjoyment out of it because of that. Oh no, you're running away. But yeah, really looking forward to that. Only like 40 bucks. We'll probably buy it. Whether or not I will stream that, I'm not even sure. Next thing I kind of played and didn't play, or because I'm kind of going chronologically, because I came back home after a long day of sitting in the car. Oh wow, this is like almost 2 full levels. Well, not 2 full. There's a wide berth of difference between my main character and the other characters.
Learning, getting stronger.
Yeah, it's like late last night, Halo 2 came out for the Master Chief Collection on PC. So I've kind of started playing the Halo 2 Halo 2 with the anniversary graphics because I kind of want to see it. Like, you know, I've played Halo 2 a long time ago, like back on, well, not on the original Xbox, but rather the 360, because I mentioned like, yeah, I played earlier. But hey, yeah, I played Halo. And I kind of want to see what it looks like. And, like, my opinion is kind of myth. I'm like, eh. Sounds are off a bit. Because you can go back and forth between the old soundtrack and sounds and the new one. By just, on PC it's tab.
This is strength.
You press a button, you switch back to the old graphics and back to the new graphics. So you can just see that shit. Wait, do I have moves? No, I don't have moves. But yeah, it feels like Halo 2 in a bit. I like playing around with the battle rifle and go pow 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 pow. I'm like about halfway done. I know there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more levels that I have to go through in that game, but yeah, and I already beaten like the first 6, so it's fine.
That was hardly worth the trouble. We should
But yeah,
beat this threat.
gonna probably play more after this. Just wanted to get through Trials of Mana again. Nope. But yeah, Halo 2 is good. It's still kind of good. Way better than Halo 1 because at least the Flood don't feel like a fucking chore to fight. Because that's the problem with Halo 1. It's just like
We should continue on our journey as
as weird as it is, nothing in Halo 2 is backtracking through a level.
This is my fight. No need to trouble you.
Like Halo 1 is a lot of backtracking through levels. Like I mean, let's see. Like stages 1, 2, let's see. No. Stage 1, 3, 5
We should continue on our journey as
repeat. Because you do stage 5, then you go to the swamp in stage 6.
it is unwise to
Stage 7 is the library, which everybody hates. 8 is going back through stage 5 in reverse, but with tougher enemies. Stage 9, or level 9, whatever, is going back through stage 3, but with tougher enemies. And then 10 is fucking going back through the first one, but with tougher enemies, and it just sucks. It just sucks. But Halo 2 doesn't really have that backtracking. Everything feels like its own specific thing. There's no level where you're retreading a previous level. 3 kinda has that a little bit, but if the stage feels different enough that it's not actually. There's a little bit at the beginning of stage or level 5 or 6. When the floods show up, that you're basically retreading the end of the last level. But after a while, it just feels different enough, and then nothing else is like the same.
Monsters. Why so many? Source of food nearby, maybe?
Wait! I don't think these monsters mean any harm.
No, I don't think.
They aren't attacking us. Maybe you should try talking to one.
Yeah. Maybe I shall go buy from them. buy things.
What would you like?
More fairy walnuts.
Thank you.
More cups of wishes. Actually, no, I shouldn't buy that many. I kind of wasted it on this stuff.
What would you like?
Yeah, yeah. You know what?
Use
Fuck it.
this.
Come again.
Seas were on your quest for a time. Okay, cool. Find the rule of the seas. What? Oh, I keep forgetting that I probably need to talk to people to get shit. Oh, can I rest? Wait, what? Okay, so that's just... It's just the statue thing. Okay, I'm gonna hold off for a minute because I feel thirsty and I forgot to get me something to drink before starting. I've been really prepared for all of this. I'm sorry about that. I really should be prepared. Oh no. Why did it disconnect? I have full battery. God. That was weird. Anyways, yeah, Halo 2 is Halo 2. We'll probably play some more after, you know, I finish up the stream tonight. So I can talk more about how the remake feels tomorrow. And then there's today's shit, which is
Find ruler. Find an escape.
which was hey, Jeff Keighley has a very special surprise. It's the most important thing in his Summer of Games thing. What could it be? One of the thoughts is maybe Sony is just going to show off something, because it was specifically called a showcase. It wasn't a game reveal or whatever. But then of course, like the minute before the thing goes off, just kind of like the Tony Hawk thing, everybody found out because of tweets and videos, in which it was the Unreal 5 demo running on a PS5. In which we got to see essentially, and oh god, I am going to put this into quotes that are going to get people mad. We saw quote unquote gameplay, and by gameplay we mean a tech demo, because that's what it was. It was gameplay in so much as that you can control it. This was supposed to be something that was completely controllable at GDC. But it is not something that was meant to be a full game. It is a tech demo. And tech demos are usually made to show off an engine, show off the power of hardware. You know, stuff like that. Here's where I become an asshole. And the assholeness is, I don't feel impressed by it because,
So weak. Could have won alone.
well, and understand this. I don't feel as impressed by it because I kind of just look, when I see new graphics nowadays, my thought is, oh, that looks cool. And that's about it. Just something my brain goes, yeah, I guess that looks nice. It's more or less like the technical end, or like the things that like they talked about with like, okay, this is how this lighting is going to work. And it's like, on one hand, this entire thing is a demonstration of two things. Number one, how Unreal Engine 5 is going to run on the PS5. And let's be specific, pretty much the PS5. Not how it's going to run on the Xbox Series X, not how it runs and looks on PC, but the PS5, which is an important note and distinction, because the PS5 has SSD speeds, read speeds of anywhere between 5 gigabytes for compressed data to up to 9 gigabytes of uncompressed. And that is kind of a necessary note to all of this. And is the reason why, in a way, they're able to push graphics. Which, let's kind of talk about why that is. From the perspective of a person who has taken any form of computer classes. Which I have. I've taken computer classes. I actually have a little degree up there. Granted, it is only a bachelor's. And the other granted thing is that I, oh wow, these things grow. I did not know about that. I wasn't paying attention. It just seemed weird that it was regaining health. They were just leveling up. Okay, this is bad. Hold on. Okay, good. So, I'm going to explain how things on a computer work. And this can apply to consoles, like the PS4 or the Xbox or even the Switch. So, your program is typically stored on a hard drive, an SSD or anything. Okay, cutscene. Fuck. Cutscene has to take precedence over my explanation because I got to know what's happening.
Looks like it's my time to shine, huh? There was a cave entrance here, but the volcano done went and plugged it right up.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a sec, and I'll fix it for you.
I'll just disappear it. Alright, so the way this works is that your program and whatnot is stored on your hard drive. That is just hard drive, or more specifically in this case, your SSD. You have all your instructions and files within that. When something has to be queued up, an instruction or whatnot, for the CPU to execute, first it goes to the RAM, where then it can be pulled by the CPU from the RAM. When loading happens, when loading is happening, you are moving data from the disk, or in this case your hard drive or your SSD, to the RAM, and the CPU has to process that. Data, most of the time, and this kind of is the problem on with most things. Your bottleneck is pretty much has been moving data from well, I mean, not all the time. There's some other bottlenecks. The problem with with a lot of stuff is, hey, moving your data from your storage device to the RAM, and then having the CPU process it. On like the Switch, even though it's cartridge based, which loads faster because the speeds between a cartridge and, let's say, the RAM on the RAM are going to be, or even flash memory are fast, the Switch gets like bottlenecked by the CPU. It just cannot process, you know, it's processing things a lot slower. Meanwhile, on like the PS4 or some PC games that take a while to load, its bottleneck is the read speed of like either the disk or moving data from the hard drive to the RAM. So it doesn't matter how good your CPU is, you're getting bottlenecked by RAM and hard drive speed.
Where is the ruler of the seas? Searching the whole cavern is all we can do.
So in a way, that's the way it works. So what happens when you increase the read speed of like an SSD or your not necessarily the speed of the RAM, but the speed of transferring data between the storage device, this being, you know, your hard drive or whatever, to the RAM. Well, that means that more things can get loaded into the RAM quicker. Which then can be processed by the CPU. So let's sit back and say that you have to sit back and you have the instructions of pull this model, or this model needs to be loaded in. That model gets to be loaded in faster. But not only that, bigger size models can be loaded in faster. So like one of the things like they talk about with the Unreal Engine 5 stuff was I am very bad at explaining this, by the way, because I am very bad at explaining anything. That's why I'll never be like a teacher or anything. Like one of the things that they do nowadays is there is, and you can't see in this game, you'll be able to see it within like stuff like Final Fantasy VII Remake or Kingdom Hearts 3 or like multiple Unreal Engine 4 games. There are, well, not even Unreal Engine 4 games, just games in general. There's two separate models sometimes for certain characters, like when you do playable characters or things like that. You usually have like the cutscene model, which is usually in higher quality than the... You usually have like the cutscene model, and then you also have the I need to do something. And then you have the gameplay model, which is lower, so it can load faster or do certain animations, or you can have multiple model qualities in general. The reason why you want this is because the lower quality a model is, the faster it loads into RAM. It's kind of the reason why pop-in happens because what the game is doing is at first it's loading in lower quality models, and then it's loading in the higher quality model because that takes longer to load. It's the kind of weird animation. That's the trick. It's the reason why Unreal Engine 3 and Unreal Engine 3 and Unreal Engine 4 games like this have this weird issue where there's pop-in. It's because it's first the game prioritizes loading in lower quality models, and then it switches to the higher end model when needed. It's the exact same trick as to why it's the exact same trick of when you move far away for some reason, like there's texture pop in off of that and stuff like that. That's the reasoning behind it. Oh no, somebody's gonna die. No, they're not. But if you have so much speed, that, yeah, I need to get this treasure chest, that it doesn't matter. Wait, oh, it came from that direction. Whoops. I'm being running around in circles. But if you have so much speed that you don't have to worry about creating lower quality models, because the higher quality model is going to load into the RAM at a much faster rate. And on top of that, you can load and unload, or deload, whatever you want to call it, models from the RAM quicker. So if you have a shit ton of bigger high quality models, you can sit back and just fucking load and unload that shit no matter, as quickly as you can. And that's kind of why this shit works. And it's probably, part of the reason why the PS5 is going to have a weird advantage that even PC won't have. And that's because for the PS5, if it's only the PS5, and you're only making a PS5 version, you're pretty much developing for one SKU. I mean, granted, how third parties work nowadays anyways is that you have like 4 or 5 different teams working upon the different ports. You know, there's how do I put this? Like, I'm trying to think of it. Oh, let's take Indivisible, for example. Indivisible is created by Lab Zero. Oh no. How he did that, I don't know. I forget that happens in these games. It's done by Lab Zero. Lab Zero worked on, I believe, the PC port and the PS4 port. A separate team worked on the Xbox port. On top of that, recently,
Searching the whole cavern is all we can do.
I'm losing my mind for a second. Recently, Indivisible came to Switch. Lab Zero had nothing to do with that because that was a separate team that was working upon that port. So, if a team, the main team, works on a PS5 port, oh wow, something's happening. I need to shut up. My explanations.
I am Malokio. In accordance with the prophecy heralding his dark majesty's triumph, I am here to end your lives.
You're a
It is
vampire.
told that you may disrupt His Majesty's plans for this realm.
What are
Red
you?
Eyes? You must be the man that traitor in Visor mentioned. Give me back my brother Elliot.
Aha! So you are Laurent's princess. I have no intention to return the prince. His Dark Majesty has need of him yet.
Who is Dark Majesty? What have
Is he related to the Dark Fact?
There is no need for you to know the minutiae of our plan. After all, you will not leave here intact. This active volcano will soon bury you all alive!
Oh no! Whoa, cave-in.
volcano? It's erupting. What do we do?
Oh no, it's the Kappa.
Ah! What? Wait. Helping us.
Yeah, no, it's a Kappa. That is 100% Kappa. We'll wait to see what's after this before I talk more about explain badly how dedicated hardware becomes better. Where are we? We're not on the back. Okay, I guess we were somewhere.
Saved us.
Wait, that was it?
Go back to Valsena and ask the Hero King about the other Mana Stones.
Okay. We will hold on this shot. Ooh. Okay, since it's probably not gonna load in cutscene. So where was I? Oh. So like you have different teams working on it. A PS5 team has to basically will have probably an easy time doing a bunch of how do I? No, I've kind of lost my track. Oh, we just went back to the Hero King. Like part of the problem going forward is going to be a console like the PS5 can essentially load bigger textures into the RAM at a faster rate, which means that they can stream textures and objects and whatnot as needed within a second or two, milliseconds or two within the thing. Because if you are running 9 gigabytes of compressed data per second of compressed data into the RAM, and you have models that are, I don't know the size of difference. Let's say you're loading an image. You're loading a fucking image. You can load an image into it that's 50 megabits in like seconds. You can just stream it as needed quickly. I mean, that's a bad example, but it's like you can load so many models and unload them as needed at a quick rate, and those models can be higher quality, and the only thing that's going to hold you back is going to be your CPU and your GPU. And this is why, you know, SACs help. In general, like having these faster load times. And when you are developing for a console, you are dedicating for a device, a system that's dedicated to one specific thing. I know there's a better word for it, and I've already explained this once, but the idea is that unlike PC, you're not going to have the overhead of Windows. You're not going to have the multitude of things that are running in the background like Windows is. You'll have system settings for specifically a PlayStation or even an Xbox. Which, Xbox, there is going to be a world of difference, and that what amounts to 17% difference is not going to matter. It really is not going to matter. Like, specifically 17% if you're running 4K is like, I think it's 4. I don't really am not supposed to be the person to do it. It's actually a lot less minor than what you think, because I think it ends up being like 400 rows of pixels. And at the point that you are with 4K, it's actually a much lesser difference. If you want to actually see what that actually is, go to @GigaBoots. There is a tweet, I don't know where it's at now, which actually has 2 images showcasing the resolution, the specific resolution that an Xbox One X game would, or not, Xbox Series X game.
Returned safely.
Fuck.
That is fortunate. I see you have located 4 of the 8 elementals. Light, earth, wind, and darkness. You have 4 left to find. You are halfway to your goal.
Are we?
The Waterstone is in Altena's territory. Its elemental, Undine, may be found to the south of Frostbite Fields in the Labyrinth.
Oh, that's how you
of Ice.
pronounce it?
However, I have heard that Altena has already activated the Waterstone's energy. Please, take care. To the south of the Burning Sands is a treacherous place known as Fiery Gorge. The Firestone and its keeper, Salamando, can be found there. Southeast of here is the sprawling Dusk Moon Forest, home
Oh
of
man, it's all the villains.
I have heard the Moonstone lies within its borders, but I know nothing more. Beware the Beastmen's strength. It would do you well to change your class before you attempt.
Wait, is the game opening up and allowing me to choose which direction I need to go?
Woodstone is said to be in the woods of Wanderer. Dryad, the stone's elemental, should be located nearby. However, you cannot reach that forest via a land route. South of the woods of Wanderer is Lampbloom Woods. The elfin settlement of Dior and all its secrets lie within. If you ask the elves, they may have some advice for you. You appear to have received help from Vuskov, ruler of the seas, to escape Buka Island. I assume it is because you were
What?
chosen by fairy. Here in Valsena, we have a flute that has the power to summon Vuskov. However, because the creature is not fond of humankind, we sealed it away.
He's the Kappa.
If Vuskov has
Kappas
accepted you,
trick
you
people,
can
I think.
use the flute to summon the creature. by
Bowser
playing it on
Koopa
the
is
same
based upon a
eternal
Kappa.
Vuskov will come to you. Take it with you, with my blessing.
So instead of boats, we get this Kappa thing. We need to stop saying Kappa. Okay, cool. Search for elementals. We are out in the open. Yay. Alright, so once again, I was like... so the idea is like, with a dedicated system, you don't have to worry about this much overhead, and which is kind of the reason why we're able to get 9 gigabytes, which, by the way, nothing can do that yet. Like, right now, if you're going to buy an SSD, which is an M2, PCI Express 4.0, I think. Like, the max is 5, which is about as much as you're going to get off the Xbox One S. Fuck! I did it. I fucking said it. I fucking said it. I didn't need to say it. The Xbox Series X. And, like, granted, it will always help. Things will load faster no matter what. But unless you're specifically telling packing in like the models and whatnot, it's you're going to have games on PS5 be made specifically with PS5 specs in mind, with the how do I put this? You're gonna have these things with the PS5 specs in mind. Games that are designed to take advantage of the SSD. With Xbox Series X, most of those games are going to be designed with the Xbox One in mind. They're not going to be built around this, and unless you hire a separate team to essentially rebuild and port the game to the Series X. And PC, essentially for the PC to keep up with the performance value of the Series X and whatnot, it basically has to you just have to get better hardware, because nobody is going to be designing games with people having SSDs in mind, let alone SSDs of a certain speed, because like that in a I don't have room on the thing. Can I use it from here? No. We'll remove the DreamHack. Also, yeah, I got points I can use. Fuck. Oh yeah, I got Evil Gate now. Let's put enough for Fireball. No. Strong. Stamina. Strong. Okay. But you're not going to be with PC. It's going to be developed with like with whatever minimum it is. It's not going to be optimized as well, and any kind of benefit is just going to come from like jamming the biggest, just whoa shit. I did not expect it to go this fast. He's speeding. Like, holy hell. He just takes off like a madman. Like, PCs are basically just going to be relying upon the fact that you get better hardware, you put it in to overcome the overhead that you have. And here's the other part. And I've been thinking about this, and I'm not sure how much it matters. Because the Xbox One virtualizes its console. What this means is essentially the Xbox One hardware, when you're playing a game off of it, you're not playing it with the hardware. It's basically running an emulated version of itself and then doing that. And basically, it's a weird, stupid emulation thing. Because that's all virtualization is. It's like, even PCs, your operating system, your desktop is...
Cold
Oh,
is
God.
better. Hot is bad. No food around here. Where is the mana stone?
Where? I want to go home.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse.
Oh, shit.
Oh, good choice.
I had wanted this.
Oh,
We'll just do
good
these
choice.
two.
I'll make use of this.
Come again.
Okay, cool. And we'll go over here and save and heal. Oh, I probably have items, yeah. But yeah, the Xbox basically emulates itself. Which is one of the reasons why the Series X, the way it's doing, is because even though it's basically the same hardware, it's running off the virtualization of the Xbox One, and partly does the Series X emulation thing as well. So there's already this amount of overhead that you already have that with the, which is mostly going to be CPU, which is already going to eat up whatever advantage on the CPU you have. Because if you are putting up that much obfuscation, I should say, I know that seems weird, but it's basically a little bit more overhead,
Welcome.
it's not going to help. It really isn't going to help. Oh no, that guy disappeared. It's just like, when you're designing for something, you're designing for the hardware in mind to take advantage of the hardware. That's the power of dedicated hardware. That's why back in the 80s and the 90s, the most beautiful games, the games that showcased, holy shit, this is out of its league, they weren't on PC. That didn't really happen until like really the late 90s and early 2000s. They weren't really even on consoles, even though consoles look better than PCs. Like, I'm serious. There is a world of difference between consoles and PCs back in the early 90s and mid 90s. Like, I mean, for fuck's sakes, look at any console game. Like, Unreal Engine, like, looked fantastic for its time, but like, to me, it almost looks on par with like Zelda or Mario 64. It's just, it had a little bit more polygons to it. And PCs weren't as common, you know, back in the early 90s as they were towards the late 90s and mid 2000s. But the thing that blew out consoles in terms of just graphical prowess and everything else were arcades. That's because you design hardware around a single game. Which, of course, nowadays, that's ridiculous. You would never do that. But that's the point of having dedicated hardware, is like, you design, like, with certain things in mind. And consoles have not taken advantage of that in, like, the last 20 years. Because, like, as soon as they moved to CDs, as soon as they moved to CD bases, we introduced load times. And load times got reduced with hard drives, which already gave the PC, like, advantages. But there has been nothing hardware-based about consoles that gave them an advantage over PCs. And this shit with, like, SSDs, even though computers can do SSDs. The fact that
Fiery gorge in this desert.
It is dangerous to wander in the desert.
the fact that you might be able to see a difference to a huge level, to the point where you're able to stream textures really well. As I said, it's going to make the world of difference. And really, what we need to see is more of it. And it's kind of hard to showcase, like, this technology and showcase that it works without having it in front of people. And I guess the other problem with it is, the biggest criticism to what was shown today, which isn't much of a criticism at all, is that maybe this is fake. And I can understand why anybody would think that. As I kind of said on a Twitter post, like, it is within reason to be skeptic of any things like this, because there are a lot of promises about previous generations that kind of don't come true. I mean, there's this, there's the cell processor and all of its shit. But the biggest thing is that Epic kind of doesn't bullshit. Like, I dislike Epic from a standpoint of they buy up games for weird exclusive deals that don't seem to benefit anybody outside of the developers themselves, as a way to sit back and say, oh, by the way, you're going to lose sales, but we will give you all of this money. Like, and it's this weird deal where I'm kind of sitting there like, it would be better if you were doing this if you were publishing. Like, I wouldn't mind if you were publishing, like, the game, and that's the reason why it's exclusive. But half of these deals of, like, for example, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 thing. Why the hell is it on Epic Game Store? Like, you just gave Activision a bunch of money for exclusive rights. Activision is not a small developer. It feels disingenuous a lot of the time. I can understand smaller developers, because that price tag is like, you have to be kind of stupid to not take that deal, or at least you are a lot more principled in the matter. But I have this feeling that if you're going to do that, you might as well be, if you're going to do this, you might as well just, If you're gonna do this, you might as well just like publish it. Because otherwise you're just giving people money just to have like X amount of exclusivity to it. So I don't really like Epic's way of them doing that, because it's like, well, you know, Steam has like takes 30%, and it's like, well, Steam takes 30% because they provide all of these features. You know, they provide forums for each game. They provide, you know, cloud saves. They're providing their own DRM. You know, they're providing all of this stuff to developers for that 30%. That is essentially like a, in a weird way, it's a tax. It's a tax to host there. And that's kind of the... That's kind of like what makes it different than, like, you know, oh, they're not doing anything. Well, you know, I mean, I know it's cool to hate on Steam if you like, you want to own the gamers, but like the point is, it's like, I don't like their dealings with that kind of shit, because it just feels like, aha, you know, instead of competing with Steam by having better features, we're just going to compete with Steam by, you know, compete with Steam by just, you know, buying exclusives and just having the exclusives. You know, that's why they're able to get away with everything without, you know, having a shopping cart. Which I'm not sure if they have that yet. I still don't know. I haven't checked in like a while. I mean, and here's the thing. I would rather, you know, I would rather them, instead of having the I would, instead of having them like buy up exclusive, if they just kept like offering free games, like that to me seemed better than like just buying exclusives. Oh, there's another little cactus. I'm technically need to have more little cactus prizes by this point. Right. But that's getting off track a lot. Epic's engine, the Unreal Engine, is probably still a really good engine.
Find the stone.
And the biggest thing I can talk about with that is that Epic kind of doesn't bullshit. In fact, it's kind of the opposite. They and I know this sounds weird, and you know, you can call it fake or whatever, and call it shill, whatever. Their tech demos, especially for 3 and 4, look worse than games that ran on those engines. There are plenty of games that on that Unreal Engine 4 demo look better than that fucking... There are games that run Unreal Engine 4 or other fucking engines, period, that look better than the Unreal Engine 4 demo did back in, what was it, 2012? 2014? Whatever it was. It was actually at the beginning of this generation. Like, there are plenty of games. Well, this is the wrong way, I bet. Because the star is pointing me to the other direction. That's how I bet. there's plenty of that. So with this next generation, it's not, that's not what we're going to hit, because we're going to hit that. We're going to exceed that in certain ways.
Of course you won. Careful! It's the enemy!
So like, the fakeness of that is kind of like not really fake. It's like, it would be kind of weird that they would show off a demo for their product and it'd be like, oh yeah, no, you couldn't be able to actually hit this. Like, this isn't like bullshot selling to a consumer. This is showing this to developers and then going, oh yeah, you can actually, of what you can actually do. I'm very bad at explaining it. Essentially, there is no point of assuming that it's fake when their previous demos, which were vast improvements of technology, were also like outdone before the end of the generation. And even if you go, oh, it's fake, something, 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 like, do you think we're not going to advance technology, period, during this next generation? It becomes like the idea question. Like, oh, all of this is fake. Okay, cool. Then what would games look like? Because, like, even on PC, let's say when PC gets to the point where, you know, like, you could sit back and say, okay, maybe that wasn't actually on PS5, or then they lied and it's on a PC. Then it's like, well, then PC games are gonna look like that. Granted, I don't think they will. Not for, like, not until, like, they have technology that outstrips it. Not unless they have technology that completely outstrips it. But, like, as I said, I don't think the shit's fake. So, I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just like, essentially, because I'm very bad at explaining things. It's just like, I think the problem with it was that one IGN article that was basically, games in this generation aren't going to look any better, and they're just going to look same as previous generations games because Assassin's Creed Valhalla and the Xbox stuff was like really bad. Because that's what it feels like. And then you have, like, goddamn, like, Jeff Keighley just going, this article isn't going to age well. And then within, you know, a week, going, yeah, no, this article didn't age well. Look at this shit that I saw.
We have improved greatly.
Look at this shit that I saw. And it's like, yeah, when you look at that, you go, yeah, having SSDs will matter a lot. You can get a higher fidelity of games just because you can load bigger textures into the RAM faster. So the computer and the GPU can compute it faster. You're not being bottlenecked by the fucking, by, you know, read speeds. you're not going to need squeeze throughs. Like, there was that squeeze through in that demo, but that felt like more like a squeeze through to showcase up close what was happening in the game. Or what I mean by that is a squeeze through that showcased Wow, that was a back smack.
I lifted your curse. Now show some gratitude and prove your usefulness. Bill, Ben. I believe you have a score to settle. This is your last chance.
Yes, ma'am!
Stop!
You'll have to face us.
We won't go easy on you like last time. Behold this dark power that Belladonna has given us.
Let's get it done, Ben.
On it!
Oh no, they're running around again. But you did that last time.
Oh, you two will not stop us from bringing Belladonna to justice. Evil King.
Oh god, I'm trying to do my attack. Okay, there we go. But like, yeah, you're gonna be able to sit back and shit's just gonna load faster, and you're gonna have higher textures because there's textures to begin with without needing as much of a powerful GPU just for the fact. Oh god, come on.
Allow me.
Just for the fact that.
Do this. Thanks. Don't keep me waiting. Allow me.
Just for the fact that, like, Wait, when I do this... Okay, no, it's not. I was trying to look...
Well done. Are you challenging me?
It's like, you'll be able to do a lot more than what you can do currently. And that's helpful than just load times.
Not like this.
Oh wait, wrong button. Wrong button.
Don't keep me.
Oh, now I have Bill and Ben.
I will not fall.
But yeah, it's just... It's like you're going to be able to do more with just like because of SSDs. You're going to be able to do more in general just because, like, you know, you can load. Nah, I'm repeating myself over and over again.
Should work. Isn't funny.
Damn, these guys are a lot tougher. Oh. I should have, yeah, let's do it.
Allow me.
Oh wait, wrong button.
Don't keep me waiting here. Don't move. Well done. Allow me.
Yeah, it's like... Oh no, he resurrected. Oh my god, do I have to actually take him out a lot faster? And he res with like...
The wind.
Back. Oh god. Why did you die?
Again.
Okay, I can't just focus one down. Aw, shit. Okay.
Not like this.
What? Oh god. Hold on. Taco lip.
I will not.
Shit. Shit. There we go. Okay, good. Oh my god, that was close.
Stay true. Stronger than you think.
Oh. Damn it. I am running out of options. Okay.
Allow me.
Wait, wrong button.
Allow me. I will not hold back. This is how it is done in Lorraine.
Okay.
Allow me. Don't keep me. Don't move.
Wait, no. Okay, good. This might. Yeah, we did it. Are they dead? It seems like they're dead.
What could Belladonna be doing here anyway?
Let's go save.
After the Mana Stones too? Is she after the Mana Stones too?
I do not know what Belladonna is playing.
I don't care. Yeah, I just I look at that demo and there's a part of my mind that the tech demo and I go, part of my mind feels kind of unimpressed. But at the same point in time, what they're talking about is like, okay, all these things are like billions of polygons. And it's like, well, the only reason why you can do that is because you can load in a whole bunch of data and unload it, stream it very fast. And because of that, that's a huge advantage that these consoles will have over even PCs. Because for these consoles, you can every user of this console will have an, console with this SSD, with this speed.
And drier than the desert.
Unlike, PC, which you have to design for, whatever your lowest common denominator will be.
We won
And you can't sit back and go, okay, we're going to make this only for people who have SSDs, because you're going to lose out a good bit of money. And you cannot also decide the SSD has to be this speed. Because if you make that decision, you're reducing it by a whole lot as well.
We won admirably.
And it would be stupid, and I'm being honest, that if you just sit back and you go, well, you need to make sure that you have an SSD with 5 gigabytes of speed. Because, that's can be anywhere between $100 to being honest, depending upon how old your PC is, it's either between $100 if you're pretty new, a brand new computer, and you just need to replace an SSD with, and have an M2, and have an M2,
Will not lose. Ever.
an M2 port. To maybe $500, $600,
Have time for this.
because you need to upgrade your laptop, or not laptop, your motherboard, your CPU, maybe your RAM.
I'm just getting started.
Just so you can have the SSD that a game would require. And at that point in time, why wouldn't you just, you know, buy a console for the exact same price? At a certain point, you know, the value proposition becomes it would be cheaper to buy this thing and you wouldn't have to worry about upgrading the console for a while. And most of the games that will be coming to that console will be designed with, you know, the SSD in mind, and versus, you know, potential games for the PC being designed for the lowest common denominator. I mean, one of the things I do want to do is I do want to upgrade my PC eventually, because it's been about 3 years technically since I've upgraded my motherboard and laptop, or my, why do I keep saying motherboard and laptop? My motherboard and CPU. You know, I still have DDR3 RAM. Oh wait, fuck! I didn't see that.
Should work. Here. Oh, good.
But like, even when I was looking at like M2 SSDs, like 5 gigabytes, the minimum for PlayStation, and the maximum for PS5, or sorry, the minimum for PS5 and the maximum for the Series X. That still was like $100 plus like a heatsink, because SSDs run better if they're cool. Ah, god damn. Yeah, okay, now everything is finally fucking up. And I kind of just want to do it just so I can see whether or not, like how well that's just going to be from the very basic standpoint.
Hurry. Let's move.
I guess I can just stand in lava. Yeah, all of this has been very much so just me blabbing about nothing, really. Blabbing about things that maybe I don't have much of an understanding, or can poorly explain. But the idea of dedicated hardware not being worse than, you know, a piece of hardware that is used for general different things.
Come no further. Unless you want me to throw her into the flames. No.
I'm here.
There are more of you? Oh, this is not over yet.
Oh, she's hurt.
She's unconscious, but we can't leave her in this weakened state for long. Belladonna cursed her. Something managed to break the curse, but Jessica's been wearing the Choker of Death for so long. Her body and soul are both at their limits. She needs rest.
Go
Hang in
take
there,
her.
Jessica.
Cat moves in.
Hawkeye?
I'll take her back to the Oasis of Dean. You need to follow Belladonna. She's trying to release the energy of that Mana Stone. Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, there it is. The energy of the Mana Stone. Gosh.
Behold! This is the pure energy the Mana Stones hold within. I lifted the girl's curse so I might sacrifice her life to break the Mana Stone seal and bring us closer to the sanctuary. But you foiled that plan.
Do I get to fight you as a monster?
Bill and Ben in place of hers. Thank you for defeating them and providing me an alternative. We are one step closer to the sanctuary. All hail his dark majesty!
Oh no. She's gonna become a monster thing. No?
Oh no! She's released the energy from the stone. Now we know that Belladonna's trying to open the portal, just like the Altanans. Everyone is after the sword. Things could hardly be worse. If the Sword of Mana falls into evil hands, Mana Tree will die. Mana power will disappear. Then the Benevodons will be released. We cannot let that happen. We have to find the elementals and open the portal before the enemy does. We need that sword.
Give me the sword. Where's the Salamando? Do we get to have a boss fight? Because it seemed like we were about to have a boss fight. No?
I hear ya. That lady royally used up the Firestone. Take me with you. Then we can all make her pay. She's gonna get it.
Glad to see you fired up.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Search for the next Mana Stone. Come on.
I cannot wait to leave this heat.
I don't... Yeah, I don't have enough levels to switch the classes. It's just weird that they gave me a save stone where well, I guess it's because later on when you come back and obviously fight the Benevodons, you need that one. So I guess it's fine as it is. Did I see... I didn't see any goddamn little cactus. Is little cactus even here? Oh no, I don't want to do that. Here's little cactus.
I will not fall.
Hi little cactus, give me that discount. Oh no.
Menace. Defeat it quickly and move.
Oh no, come, why did you die so easily?
One down. Here.
I think I need to start doing,
Menace. Defeat it quickly and move.
Anyways, I think at the end of the day, I think the only thing that's gonna cause or make it so that, hey, that will really showcase the power of next gen is probably when we see a game, a real game. And what I kind of want is that if Sony, and I'm gonna say this because this sounds funny to me, and it's, if Sony wants to win the hardest they ever want to win, like, they need to take a PS4 game, more specifically Spider-Man, because I know Mark Cerny used this as an example. Because I know Mark Cerny used this as an example. And just make a PS5 port. Even though odds are backwards compatibility, we understand. But take a few games, just a couple, and just make a PS5 port. Even though this is backwards compatibility, just make a straight up PS5 port to showcase the power, and just go, by the way, if you own this game on the PS4, you'll have it, you know, day one PS5. And then it will be so much of a night and day difference. Oh, I probably need U9. It would be so much of a night and day difference that it would probably sell more people on, like, what next gen can do. Because if you show any older game or like a new game, then the first thing is just people are gonna say, well, no, it's bullshit. Because being honest, you know, people, like, especially when it comes to actual games, not tech demos, but actual games, they won't sit there and actually believe that the thing is what is really the thing, you know. There's been too many bullshots in general. But if you just take a game and just make a port built around the entire thing, instead of something that's just backwards compatible, and allow people to say, okay, here's this version, it's running as not like as because I still think that, like, the biggest thing to get people to be sold to next gen is to show actual gameplay. Like, not a tech demo, but a real game in development that's coming out on release. And I think even better would be if it's a port, because then you can at least make a good comparison. Or maybe a port. I wouldn't even want to call it a remaster. Just something that, like, showcases This is what games are going to be like on this console. Here's your comparison.
Victory is easy with reliable companions.
Fuck these things. I hate fighting them. I'm just going to run away. Oh no, there wasn't anything up here. Of course, stuff like Destiny will eventually happen, and we'll have PS5 ports of Destiny 2, I should say. Not Destiny, Destiny 2. But maybe that will prove it. It's just, I almost kind of wish Sony would come out with something, because you have this, and it's like, well, it's a tech demo. It's like, that means what? And that's a negative because, I mean, it's a negative because it's not a real game. But at the exact same point in time, it's like, yeah, so was that stupid bird demo for the Wii U. And there are plenty of Wii U games that look better than that stupid bird demo that they showed when they unveiled that Wii U. There's plenty of games now that look better than the Unreal 4 demo. And the Unreal 3 demo. It means nothing. But yeah, I'm just going around in circles. Bitching to no one about something that nobody cares.
Take down the enemy.
I want to run. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of fighting these enemies. And I guess that was most of today, right? Unreal, people being stupid idiots. Sitting back and maybe claiming that the Xbox is more powerful because of 17% performance difference, even though like they would sit back and say that it wouldn't matter when there was a 40% performance difference between the Xbox One X, the Xbox One and the fucking PS4, and then not even caring about the fact that even with the Xbox One X, games still don't run right if they're third party. Like, for example, Kingdom Hearts 3 sometimes runs worse on the fucking... No, it wasn't that. It was something else that I was caring about. No, it was maybe Doom Eternal? Or something. Where the Xbox One X version of the game was running worse than the, Oh, that's a bar. I don't need a bar. I need this item guy.
Well, lots of wares to browse.
You know what?
Good
I got
choice.
plenty of that.
You come again.
I need some more of these.
You come again.
But you know what? We're gonna put chocolate on the bar. On the... Okay, that should be fine. Let's go get better gear anyways, because holy fuck.
Welcome. Lots of wares to browse. Oh, good choice.
I love shopping.
Nice.
Oh, good choice.
This is useful.
Come again.
And then gear. Wait, I went to the wrong house. Whoop. Also, could there be a little cactus around here? It's definitely treasure chest. Little cactus can be anywhere. He could even be right behind you. Aha! Take that, you shitty little pots. Whee. Ugh, no, I'm... Let's see, we'll hit up the bed and we'll go to whatever the next area is. And then we'll stop.
Welcome.
I'm tired of talking about, like, I have nothing else to really talk about. I said my shitty piece, and very badly, about how I think dedicated hardware should have an advantage over, you know, generalized, you know, hardware that's made for anything else. But all we have to do is wait and see next generation. But even then, just having the SSD is still going to be plenty good just for games like this. Like, one of the things I'm thinking about doing is I kind of want to do Kingdom Hearts 3, or not just, I'm not going to just do Kingdom Hearts 3, it'll be do Kingdom Hearts, but I just don't want to do that. I just don't.
So I should be able to take a lead. Hoping that there aren't any mage guards in Alrit.
I'm a Humpty Dumpty bug. Wait, let me see. Okay, this is how everything is. So that was the volcano from that one place. And then I was just here. And I went all the way over there. Wait, what's this? Oblivious. Wait. I don't remember this. Oh, and Lamp Bloom is something else. So that's this one. And then this one next, technically, and then this one as well. Disembark. Ugh. Yeah, this is a very bad stream of just me not being able to talk about things because my mind don't work right. But it's the shit that kind of like it's like I'm not very, I wouldn't say I'm very, I like programming, but like the problem I have is like it's one of those skills in which if you don't
I like it. Tastes cold. Before the Mana Stone, can we play in the snow?
No, let's go. It's like I like programming. I like programming because it's one of those things which if I do it and I have an idea of what I need to do and things like that, and I start programming like for classes, I enjoy it. I enjoy sitting there because I'll spend hours like typing and writing code and testing and going and getting mad that the thing don't work and then figuring out what I did wrong. And then going, oh shit. And then when it works right, there's that rush of dopamine that makes me go, yeah, I did that.
Labyrinth of ice ahead. Past the fields.
I was born in this kingdom, and this is still too cold for me. Let's hurry up.
But it's like,
We won.
with those classes came like learning some weird things about how things work and being honest, the hardware side of things I cannot understand for the almost the life of me.
Here I go.
It's like I understand a bit. I can tell you why things are the way they are, the general idea of like an operating system. But if you were to sit back and quiz me on like, okay, how does it fully work? I'm like, magic. And I think that's how most people see it. It's like RAM's memory, big memory, good. What does memory do? I don't know. Program needs memory, needs a lot of memory. CPU, what does a CPU do? CPU processes things. More cores mean big, better CPU. Means you can process more things. Higher clock speed means go fast. What's GPU? I don't know. Bigger better, newer GPU better. and that's kind of what it feels like for the most part. It's like just the thought process alone of people don't know why having an SSD would mean better graphics is, you know, part of the issue. Get me out of here.
I feel like I could defeat any enemy. This is my fight. No need to trouble yourself.
And that's kind of the problem. It's kind of why it's like, it's really weird when you see a bunch of developers and they're talking about how essentially like the PS5 is something almost revolutionary. But it's kind of hard to explain when everybody looks at like spec sheets and go, how is it revolutionary? You know, PC better. Oh, it has an SSD. Ooh. It's like, well, yeah, if you have an SSD on a dedicated piece of hardware, you can design with an SSD in mind. And that's what people don't understand. God, I'm talking in circles again. I need to stop doing that. Oh no. Oh no. I shouldn't have done that. Oh no. I'm fucking this up. Oh yeah, tomorrow's the Ghost of Tsushima thing, and I have very little interest within that game, so I'm probably not going to even get up to watch it because, you know, I've gotten up kind of early, and early meaning a decent hour for the last few days, and I kind of don't want to do that again. I'm tired of getting up like a normal human being. I want to stay up all night and do other things. Man, I want to check something. Let's see. I want to check my phone because I'm doing it. Okay. That's happening, and that's happening, and that's happening, and tomorrow's supposed to be warmer. Okay, I know this was like the wrong way to go, period. But I wanted to check optional paths. Maybe there's another little cactus. There's always a chance of a little cactus. He's little. He's a little prick. Oh no, fuck. Okay, that didn't... That only loaded attack. That's good. I thought that was going to poison me.
We should continue on our journey.
Come on, jump. Damn, I forget this is actually part 3 of this entire stream, isn't it? And not counting the demo thing. Because looking at that, the amount of time they've put in, it's almost like 7 hours, and I'm coming up to 2.5. Are you gonna hook?
Toil. The Mana Stones will be activated, and the portal to the Sanctuary of Mana will be opened. No matter what. The Mana Sword will belong to the Dragon Lord.
Okay, are there 3 different villains, or are they all the same villain? Because it feels like they might be the same villain. Just different names. Oh no, the robots.
Oh, I remember. Machines from Stone Split Gap. That man. Probably with Altina.
Oh, come on. Whoop, come on. Gosh. Damn. Stop throwing these bombs. Oh yeah, I could be doing this. I never do this. Whoop. And then you. I don't know why you got a petrification thing. I forgot to do that as well. Oh, that was an AoE. Hold on. Oh, jeez. Fucking, when did that? No, wrong one. Wait, did it happen? Are you serious? Or maybe I hit the wrong person. Okay, now he's about to blow up. No, I gotta get to 200. Oh, never mind. These things are stupid.
The Mana Stone is nearby. I can feel the elemental's presence. Let's hurry!
Hold on. Let's actually do training because I probably, yeah, I have a ton of points. Yeah. There we go. No. Let's see. We'll do that. No, we won't learn any abilities just yet. Let's get all this. Okay, I can do 7 for you. So there's this. No, that's not really what I want. Let's. Oh, you know what? I forgot there was a bunch of imp swings. We'll do that. Yeah, I really need to figure that stuff out, but I'm probably just gonna wait till later and just like max out some shit. Find some stuff that I'm missing. I wonder if this is going to be a dungeon or is this going to be just like a small area like the last place was. I mean, eventually it's going to become a dungeon because he, once again, gonna write the Badavadons. Oh, the Mana Stone is right there.
The Mana Stone is giving off energy.
But we can wait for that night to activate all the stones. Then the portal will open without us finding elementals. Right?
No! We can't let them release the mana energy like this. It drains it from the world faster. Even if it opens the portal, it'll permanently wither the mana tree. The more energy that's released, the more it'll weaken the mana power everywhere. If this continues, it might even weaken the seals on the Benevodons. The seals could reach their breaking point. We must find the elementals before the forces of evil release all the mana energy. Then we can open the portal and secure the sword. Please understand.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
My mistake.
My mistake. I was
want
wrong.
you to know how dire the situation is. But we can do this.
We can do it. You can help.
Oh my.
Oh, we're just getting her?
Undine!
I thought this might take a little bit longer.
Are you hurt?
No. You're on such a noble quest. I was just so moved. Do pardon me. With mana getting weaker, I've been so quick to tears lately. Have no fear. I will gladly lend my power to your cause. Happy to make all of your acquaintances.
You got water.
Fire and water found! Where do we go next?
Let's go to Dusk Moon Forest, to the southeast of Valsena. Huh. I've never been to the forest. Sounds interesting.
Okay, yeah. There's no way this is going to take less than 30 minutes. So I think I'm just going to stop here and then we'll continue on tomorrow. I'm just going to go back to the statue. Save. Alright. That's it for this horrible stream. I know nobody came out, but if you do catch this on the VOD, you know, that's fine. That, you know, if you can put up with my rambling long enough, it's stupid. You can call me an idiot, because I probably am. I'm just very bad at explaining things. Tomorrow night is Naruto. My goal is to hopefully beat it. I don't know. I forgot how many chapters I'm in. It's been more than a week. Actually, it's been a week. That's the problem. And then there's not going to be a stream on Sunday. And the reason why is because I'm going to just go and play Halo 2 basically Master Chief Collection multiplayer on the Gigaboost community stream thing, because they're doing Halo, and to end the month they're doing a multiplayer stream. Well, not in the month, it's just like ODST, and they're doing ODST and Reach probably Friday, but they want to do the multiplayer stream on Sunday, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play that shit. You won't hear me because there's no way Dan or Bob or anybody would allow nobody's to be on the chat. But yeah, I'm just gonna be doing that on Sunday. So I'll be back Monday with more Trials of Mana. I do kind of want to maybe aim more towards beating this next week by doing Trials of Mana almost all the time, which I know it sucks because nobody came out for Trials of Mana. But that's fine. I do want to finish it and finish it on stream, since I don't know how long I'm. This feels like a 20-hour game, so we're probably nearing the halfway point. So, Cat wants out. Cat. Give it my ending spill and the cat's won't out. Anyways, yeah, most of next week will be Trials of Mana and Naruto, in case I don't finish it on tomorrow, which I might not. Who knows? We'll see. So yeah, if you're watching this or whatever, stay safe. Wash your hands. You know, don't cough on people. You know, do whatever you can to stay safe out there. And I will see anybody who wants to come out tomorrow. Good night.